Frank Jessica, back to you.
Okay, Mark, thank you. On the 18th anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attacks, we not only remember those who lost their lives, but honor the countless men and women who have worked for nearly 2 decades to protect and improve security for all Americans.
20,000 security management officials from 132 countries are gathered in Chicago this week for the 65th annual Global Security Exchange. It's better known as GSX. Earlier this morning, former White House Chief of Staff and retired U.S. Marine Corps General John Kelly gave a keynote address about geopolitics and then recognized today as GSX Military and Law Enforcement Appreciation Day.
Joining us live on the phone in Chicago, Steve Jones, CEO of Allied Universal, a $7.3 billion security services company with 215,000 employees all across the U.S. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You had the privilege of introducing General Kelly as today's keynote speaker at that conference. What were some of the key points he made about our current and our future security challenges and needs?
Yeah, General Kelly was absolutely fantastic today. I think one of the most interesting comments that he made was the fact that he had the opportunity to sit in on the daily morning security briefing, and he literally said there's just thousands of potential incidents of bad actors that are trying to cause harm to the United States. And he said, it's just if all of those were ever to be disclosed, how scary it would be. Some of the other comments that I really took away was just how much the intelligence agencies have improved through the creation of the Department of Homeland Security. General Kelly said that prior to 9/11, it was really the miscommunication or the inability to communicate agency versus agency to try to prevent some of these things from happening, and really through the creation of the Department of Homeland Security. And where it is today in its evolution we've been able to prevent countless potential attacks that nobody really hears about. So it was a very obviously interesting keynote speech and keen insight as to what's going on in the world.
Yeah, the fusing of information has changed significantly since 9/11, when so much of it was siloed within different organizations. Another thing that has changed is artificial intelligence and how that's being used, and also robots. Can you talk about that and how that's changing decision making, surveillance, and various other aspects of security?
Yeah, absolutely. The security industry really was forever changed after September 11th, and the convergence of technology and man guarding security today is becoming more and more important. And as you mentioned, robots, this robotic technology has been tried for years and years and years, and we finally reached a point where they've been able to create these R2-D2 looking robots that truly utilize artificial intelligence and can be programmed and be deployed to really be a force multiplier. And so they're able to really patrol areas. They're fantastic solutions for remote areas. They're cost effective. They're able to gather images and send those images back to a control center to be evaluated, and then, if necessary, security professionals or the police can respond. So the technology is far ahead of where it used to be.
Yeah, your company actually created something called Helius by Allied Universal, more artificial intelligence technology. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so our security professionals, as you mentioned, we've got 215,000 of them, and we interact with the public each and every day. We're capturing just so much data and so much information. And so in the past, all of that data and all that information would be in written reports, and you'd have to go back and try to really determine, where the incidents or the possible threats are. We're now capturing that information via this remote handheld device. We've built an artificial intelligence engine that analyzes that, and it enables our security professionals and our security team to really start to predict where potential incidents or outcomes will happen, and then really the next step is to then try to prevent, right? So now we have a better idea of kind of time and day and areas around a certain location that we should be spending more time given past incidents and past history.
Well, sir, thanks very much for your time today, and thanks to all the security professionals who've worked so hard since 9/11 to keep us safe. The Global Security Exchange runs through tomorrow in Chicago. To learn about GSX and advanced systems by Allied Universal, check out their websites on the screen and follow them on social media. Again, thanks to Steve Jones, CEO of Allied Universal.